Good morning, all of my Black Desert online fishing people. This is Mr. D, Guild Daddy D, or just plain D, coming at you with this week's weekly fishing guide contest locations. We're going to be doing something new this week, and we're going to be trying to cover the other regions, but we're going to start off with NA because that's where I am. The three species this week are the flower icefish, the porgy, and the black spotted dolphin. So the flower icefish is going to be, you're going to need a boat for this one. You cannot catch it off the shore. We're going to go all the way down by Starry Midnight Port. And basically anywhere south of Odalita Castle Island towards, you know, I would say as far west of Talaber's Rope, but it has to be south of this Odalita Island right here. So if you draw kind of a line right here and go south of that, you can catch it anywhere down here. You could go as far south as you want, or you could just go like, right about here. You can dive a little bit into this bay. Basically, you see where this fog is, anywhere where that fog is. You're not going to be able to catch it anywhere in the visible water over here. So that's going to be, you get a rowboat or something, launch from either Starry Midnight Port, or, if there is a wharf manager in Odalita Castle, or yeah, right there, the wharf manager, and you could just row out to here into the fog of that bay. The next species we're looking at is the porgy. The porgy can be caught anywhere around OQ, as well as anywhere along the shore of Adania. I don't think you can catch it off the shore except for down here on this little southern part. But the easiest place by far is to just take the well to OQ and cast away. That is the porgy. And then the black spotted dolphin. Let's see if I have that name correct. Yeah, the black spotted dolphin. This one is a little difficult. There's been reports of people catching it basically all over, but there's only like a 0.02% chance. Where I caught it was over here south of Hackavin Island. If you go off of the coast of Arahaza, and you're going to need to go off the shore and basically anywhere in the foggy areas. Um, you have a point up to a 0.5% chance of catching it. The other thing that I have not been able to catch yet, and I've done quite a bit of AFK fishing around Altanova, is apparently there are some reports that you can catch it anywhere in the waters around Altanova off the shore, specifically like right here by Anthony and Tunger. So if you guys wanted to try that, also you could fish right here by Elswin. But anywhere in these waters to the north, anywhere in this, we're going to call this Medaya Bay by Medaya Castle. So for those of you, if you want to try just shore fishing, you could try anywhere around Altanova. Once again, you're only looking at a 0.5% chance, so I don't anticipate a lot of people getting, lucky with that one. So if you do fish around Altanova and you do happen to catch one, keep me posted. Let me know in the comments. So that covers the NA fish. NA fishermen, thank you for watching. Now we are going to cover the, let's see, EU. And if my information is correct, you have the Pomfret, the Wroughtiron Butterfly fish, and the Whitefin Trevally. So we're going to start off with the Pomfret. The Pomfret can be caught anywhere around Ilya Island. You could catch it right off the shore at the wharf manager, or you could go, basically anywhere around the island itself. If you want to fish off a boat, you can fish it right here by Luviana Island, not off the shore. You have to kind of be in between like Avito and Luviana, or Maravino and Lavano. But the easiest place by far is just, fish it off the wharf manager in Ilia Island. The next fish for EU is the Wroughtiron Butterfly fish. The Wroughtiron Butterfly fish is going to be caught. You're going to need a boat, and you're going to need to go to North Adania. Or, I mean, you can run. You just got to be right here on this point. Anywhere in this bay north of Tenebrom Castle Node or the Demon Lord of Ebenshade. Anywhere up in here in this bay. I happened to catch one this morning right here off of this point, so you don't necessarily need a boat. You could just run up here. It might be faster on a boat by all means, but that's where you catch the wroughtiron butterfly fish. Yeah, I think I got that. And last but not least for EU is the Whitefin Trevally. The Whitefin Trevally is going to be northeast of Ilya Island. So if you guys get your bearings, here's the Ilya Island. You have this cluster of islands here called Rosavin, Shasha, and Portman Island. So on the outside of these islands, so if you kind of, I don't know, draw a straight line between Al's Revelation and Rosavin Island, you don't have to go right in the middle, but kind of, right here on the outskirts, you see where my mouse cursor is. Um, I caught one on a boat here a couple weeks ago. So you're just gonna have to you're gonna have to be away from shore a little bit. So there's really no good way to point to it except for the fact that, I mean, I would even say halfway between Roosevelt Island and this little dinky island here off of the coast of Adania. So, just make a triangle from Portland to there to Roosevelt and put yourself right in the middle. That should get you the Whitefin Trevally. Next, that does it for the EU, guys. Next, we're going to try working with the information that I think I have for SA. And SA, if the information is correct, you guys are looking for a checkerboard wrasser, a giant talking catfish, and a red handfish. So starting out with the checkerboard wrasser, you can catch right off of Ilya Island. So going over here, you can catch that off of the wharf manager. The other place, if you happen to be in a boat besides Ilya Island, is you can go over here by Liz Island, Narvo Island, Marca Island, Lurave Island. But you can catch it. But the easiest place by far is to just go stand at the wharf manager at Ilya Island. Get yourself your checkerboard. The next species for SA would be the giant talking catfish. And interestingly enough, as I could show here, there's a lot of them right here in Martyr's Ring. So if you take the well to Adania, that lake that you show up to, that's where you're going to catch a giant talking catfish. They're very, very plentiful here, as you can see. And that's where you're going to park for that. And your last species SA is the red handfish. The red handfish can be caught south of Lima Island. So if you're looking at your map, here's Lima Island. You're going to want to go about halfway in between the Lima Island node and the Tula Island node, kind of right in between these three islands. That's where you're going to catch the red handfish. It's a small percentage chance. I don't know the exact percentage. I know I fished out there for about 24 hours and did not get one. Companion of mine did. So there you go. That is for SA. I appreciate it. I'm going to be putting timestamps on all the future videos. I'm going to be trying to cover all of the region's fishing contests from this point on. So if I miss your region, by all means, let me know. And if you find this content helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you much. Have a great day.